Constructing a building in and of itself is not progress. It's how you, of course, deploy the assets, how you are able to have the various activities in the building down to the benefit of the movement and down to the member associations. And this is what we are saying. It is not going to be just simply for its aesthetics value. It has to be functional. And that is what we are going to be concentrating on, functionality, as we have always had a culture of doing things rather than just simply talking.
Tell me some of the other goals now that you want to, near and distant future goals that you want to achieve.
I would love to, in fact, be able to fund every organization to the extent that I can see material progress. All right, that of course has always been a challenge to any institution, particularly in an economic sphere in which we find ourselves. The economy is not as stable as we would wish. The sponsorship dollar is not going commensurately with the demands and needs of the respective sport associations. But we have been able to find a formula that has been very efficient in terms of the spend of resources. Yes, we want to be able to fund them handsomely, but we know that that is going to be a Herculean task given the macroeconomy and also given the realities of sport industry. Short term, we would want to see greater participation in the respective sports in terms of athletic contribution. We want to be able to say, look, every year there's a national trials for every sport. Every sport. So you have a national trial for golf, you have national trials, and those trials are treated as matriculation to the international games. That's part and parcel of building a professional sport industry where every sport has a national trials every year, where it is competitive, a pool of persons who know that they have to do their best in order to qualify for the international games. Long term, I would really love to see the apex body, not as a monolithic institution, but departmentalized, where we have a member department well established so that members can come in, we can sit with them, we can grow with them more intimately in terms of their administration, in terms of their strategic objectives and so forth like that. But that will come with time. That of course will come with time. We're laying the foundation already. We have already brought in a corporate infrastructure into the Jamaica Olympic Association and never was before. And that has worked exceptionally well for us. And by virtue of that corporate structure, we are able to attract quite a few funds. And we have built a brand in the marketplace to the extent that persons are coming to us and saying, we would love to partner with you. We would love to be a part of your experience in the Olympic movement. And I think that augurs very well for the future.
That will take a lot of funds, though. I know you say you build up the financial backing, but how will you go about getting all of this?
No, we expand your corporate revenue base, and that is what we have been doing. And of course, there is, of course, greater opportunity where that is concerned. It's a question of building a brand. If you build your brand to the extent that people have a loyalty to that brand and realize that by associating with that brand, they are going to get bang for the buck, then your revenue base is going to increase, and that is exactly what we are doing. And we're not only looking intra-Jamaica, we're looking outside of Jamaica as well. And to do that successfully, you have to build a brand which is globally, and that is what we are doing at the Jamaica Olympic Association. We're trying to bring a global brand for the association itself to the extent that corporate interests will, of course, contact us from overseas and says, you know, you're doing a good job, let us partner with you. Let us be part of that Olympic experience because we feel that it can be, of course, beneficial to us in our own economic activities.
Any plans to expand marketing?
Absolutely. We always have to monetize our assets. So certainly in the future we'll be coming out with a special line of clothing for the JOA. Certainly we'll be commercializing certain of our operations. With the construction of our new building, there are going to be departments of the building that are going to be earning assets for us. Because you can't just simply construct a building and look at it every day and say, oh, with a beatific smile and say, oh, what a lovely building. It has to earn. It has to earn. So we'll be having earning activations within the Olympic manner, and one of which, of course, is the sale of textile goods and your memorabilia.
Talk to me now about the building and what are the goals for this building?
Well, as our building now, we have branded it Olympic Manor. It will be an Olympic Manor. And an Olympic Manor in a true sense of the word, because it's going to be a house for our members. So it will have conference facilities, it will have, of course, meeting rooms where our members can come and meet their various stakeholders, where they can plan collectively with us the future of the Jamaica Olympic Association. Olympic Manor, in the sense that we hope to have a restaurant there that will be, of course, in and of itself a business endeavor. That will, of course, be an earning opportunity for us. We're going to, of course, have a museum, which is also going to be an earning opportunity for us. So it is going to be a manor, but it is going to be commercialized. But it is going to be commercialized to the extent that we do not lose touch with our members, because it is essentially and primarily a house for our members, where they can come and they can be refreshed, where they can refresh us, and where, as I said previously, we can plan collectively for the success of the movement.
And how will this assist or help the progress of the GOA?
Well, certainly once you have a landmark, and a landmark that, of course, people can come and be a part of in terms of its activations, where they can come and they can see, for instance, something that they had not seen before, then that, of course, gives them a modern perspective of the movement. And they also are able to say to themselves, there is progress, of course. Constructing a building in and of itself is not progress. It's how you, of course, deploy the assets, how you are able to have the various activities in the redound to the benefit of the movement and redound to the member of associations. And this is what we are saying. It is not going to be just simply for its aesthetics value. It has to be functional. And that is what we are going to be concentrating on, functionality, as we have always had a culture of doing things rather than just simply talking.